Hello, everyone. My name is Danny, and I'm going to review Black Panther. Just saw it in theaters, and wow, it's cold outside here. But I wanted to do my review outside because I like to do my thoughts while they're fresh. So stick with me if my thoughts seem a little incomplete. Well, everybody knows some of the stars in this movie. I was really excited to see Michael B. Jordan be kind of the villain. He is truly going to be one of the rising star actors of our next 20, 30 years. He really can complete any character he's given. He kind of slacks on this one with the dialogue, but I think that's what he was given to work with. And so obviously the guy that's Black Panther is good, but I thought Michael B. Jordan just delivered in this one. I really appreciated his take on things, and I'm always excited to see him in a movie lately. One of the few boxing movies I've ever liked is Creed with him, so that's saying something for Black Panther at least. The casting was probably stellar beyond what I was expecting. The people that were put in the positions to help and to round out the cast and to be loyal and to be a villain, they all seem just spot on, totally. So after the good spot, we'll get to the bad here. It's an origin story. The first Superman ever that I saw was terrible. Wolverine, his try to make his origin story kind of was unsatisfying. I don't know. Even the first Guardians of the Galaxy was so funny, but some people really think Volume 2 was better, and I'm among that crowd. Sometimes origin stories just don't really do it for you. It has to introduce things, has to explain things, and you're like, okay, come on, let's go. So the first hour of Black Panther, my point is that it very much drags. People around me honestly were sleeping, and my theater was full. There was like one empty seat, but I think the first hour is just a little too slow. I think it needed something to deliver. And people, I really am sorry that you missed out on the first hour because it goes back to a lot of it, and that's good, but sometimes with a superhero movie, people can't stick with that. You can't remember everything from the first hour of a brand new thing, and then when something comes in the second hour, we're trying to connect it, and only the true, really fans, I would say, actually connected that. There was some really cool things, and there were some characters brought back and explained, and it was really cool. I liked it. I really did. I just thought it was a little bad look for the movie to be that slow in the first hour. It was tremendously slow. So, other than that, the graphics I thought were tremendous. The thing that I was going in with was what it said on the commercials, that it's something you've never seen before. I'm not sure about that. It kind of reminded me of Tron. Obviously, it reminded me of Iron Man and the Goblin with the changing mask and the coming off, and Guardians of the Galaxy has been really popular, and they did the whole, little techno mask on and stuff. So it wasn't original per se. What it was tremendously exciting. I thought the way that things were handled with the primitive battle was very authentic and very original to explain that that's how the custom was. But then they're so, worldly advanced in their technology that basically they blow the rest of the world out of the water. And that's why they stick to themselves. Because it would be just a mistake to explain to people how much advanced they are, So I thought it was handled appropriately. If people dog this movie, it's just because they don't understand. I think it was really good. The other criticism I would say, going towards the end, is that things were very simple and very broadcasted. I mean, you could see it coming from a mile away, most of the stuff. I was not very surprised. I was surprised on two things. And I won't say what those are because people need to, get your own opinion about things and everything. Black Panther as a whole is a very troublesome situation. Here in reality, here in America, I would say, is that we know that the next movie is coming out with Black Panther in it. We know that. We're not stupid. We know it's coming. We see commercials all the time for Infinity. We know it's coming. We know he's part of it. We know he lives, and we know he is, a very big model somehow. This movie references Winter Soldier, but, is that what we're supposed to be left to assume is how he meets Captain America? I mean, it never really tells us. And I would have appreciated 5 minutes set aside to say why Black Panther deserves to be called a superhero. Because in this world of Black Panther, it's completely him having the power of the kingdom of his people. That's it. And if it was kept as that, and he had his own movie, and that's cool, I would have been fine with it. But the fact that they're bringing him to superhero level, I'm not sure why it's going there. And so maybe I could appreciate some comments in the comment section here explaining from comic books like what happens to get him there. But obviously we'll probably, hopefully, he'll have time to explain it to us in Infinity and beyond, and if they ever have a Black Panther too. So what do you guys think? Do you think it deserves a second one just for him? I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was great action. They killed off the villain. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan's character does die. So, sorry. What would they do with Black Panther? I'm not a comic book reader. Or, does Black Panther have a bunch of different villains like Spider-Man or Batman? I mean, I think I'd like to see a Black Panther 2. The second one would be more action because we already know what he came from. We know what technology and toys he has. I'd like to see him actually use them. How about you guys? I'm going to give Black Panther a B- because it was on the boredom kind of side of things for most of the general public. And I can't believe that people left at the beginning of the credits. I have no idea what's wrong with people nowadays. If you go to a superhero movie, stay, because there's always extra scenes. Every time there's extra scenes. Stay through the credits. Please, don't walk out. I had these two guys next to me, and they left. I'm like, what are you doing? I just don't understand it. So, rant over, B- for Black Panther. I really would like to see a second one. I'm really sorry that this movie had to come out before and after we know that Black Panther is going to be part of the whole Infinity War. So, I think it's very worthy of a B-. It was exciting, and it was a little slow. And so, that's it for me, guys. If you like this review, try and watch my other videos, and enjoy your movies, guys. Thanks.